So not one, not two, not three, but 10 inmates escaped a New Orleans jail and 9 are still on the run. And there's so many questions. Who helped them? How did this happen? Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about 10 inmates escaping a New Orleans jail not very far from the French Quarter. So a lot of you guys are tourists. You want to go to New Orleans, you're going to be right there where these guys escaped. Now, they did find one person right there in the French Quarter, right next to a ritzy hotel. So I'm sure this guy had made some kind of contact with tourists, whether he spoke to them or not. He was probably within direct contact of these people. So very dangerous individuals. There's a lot of charges. We're talking about second-degree murder, a little bit of everything. These are not just guys, what AOC say, going to steal bread. No, these are some criminals, and they're dangerous. Now, there's so many questions. How did this happen physically? Well, I can show you better than I can tell you. Let's start with an article. And of course, this article and the next video we're going to watch will both be in the description. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and read. The inmates were discovered missing during a routine head count conducted at 8:03 a.m. at the Orleans Parish Jail, according to the sheriff's office. They are believed to have escaped sometime just after midnight. The sheriff said that around 12:33 a.m., the inmates yanked the sliding jail cell door off the track, and at 1:01 a.m., they exited the jail after breaching a wall behind the toilet. Now, we're going to see the wall behind the toilet and all of that, but here's my question. How were they not noticed until 8:30 a.m. in the morning when they left at 1:01 a.m.? That's a big gap. Are there no guards outside? Are there no cameras? Motion detecting type of situations? Nothing. They just left and were gone for that long. Do you know how far you can go in that amount of time? You can go very far. I don't know why the one guy was still in the French Quarter. I mean, what was he doing? Just sleeping right there? But anyway, the toilet and bolts were removed using toiletry items, the sheriff said, but didn't specify what the items were. They then scaled down the wall and ran across the interstate. Sheriff Hudson said it's believed the escapees received help from jail staff or deputies. Of course. I mean, like, that's just the reality of what that is. Now, look, there's more to the article, but here is where they were able to break free. You see this hole in the wall? I guess the picture is from the outside. So they were able to get in right above that pipe right there. Well, able to get out above that pipe right there. Okay. So I guess it wasn't no big backs that escaped for some pretty slim guys to fit through there. But that's enough of an exit if you're desperate enough. Okay, so this is behind the toilet. So they took the toilet off the wall, and I guess they realized, probably from peeking behind it or just general knowledge, that right behind the toilet is outside. So if you're able to remove that, then you're able to get outside. That's kind of what it seems like to me. There's bars right there, of course, because they probably know about the ability of inmates to leave out right there. But I guess maybe the bars weren't enough for guys who were able to fit through it. Now, let's keep going here. This is going to be on Fox News. Let's see what they got to say about it. I think this is a report that came out a few hours ago. So they said 11 inmates escaped, but really it was 10. There was a mistake right there. And by the way, before we get into this, there's been a bunch of confusion and misinformation coming from them down there in New Orleans. So I think this is going to be about some incompetence happening at the actual jail, because you didn't know they were gone for hours. And then when you realize they're gone, you don't know the exact number of how many. It's already kind of a mess, but let's watch this.
Back to this massive story we're covering out of New Orleans, Louisiana. 11 escaped inmates. There is a manhunt underway at this hour. We have a brand new statement in from the Attorney General of Louisiana. She says, quote, "Someone clearly dropped the ball and there is no excuse for this. I'm in communication with Troop NOLA and the LA State Police, Louisiana State Police Superintendent Colonel Hodges. It's all hands on deck. The first priority in any escape must be the immediate capture of the inmates in coordination with state and local law enforcement. But that effort cannot come at the expense of timely notification to the public, which is also critical to keeping communities safe. My office will do whatever it takes to determine how this happened and make sure that it won't happen again."
I mean, what are you really going to do to stop it from happening again? You got to upgrade that jail, obviously, because there's no way they should have been able to escape and nobody knows until the morning. So all throughout the night, 2 a.m. go by, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Oops, we're missing a few.
I'm calling on a full investigation. This is beyond unacceptable. And once these offenders are back in custody, there must be real accountability. John, this, as we have more brand new information, that they do not have two of those back in custody. We were reporting, per their statement, that they had caught two and put back into jail two of these escaped inmates. They are now issuing a correction from the sheriff's office that only one inmate has been captured. There are 10 still on the run.
Yeah, and that fellow was
Like I said, there's actually 9 on the run. They did catch one guy, so there was 10 on the run, but the original number of 11 was incorrect. It was really 10, now there's 9.
Captured in the French Quarter, had not gone that far. No idea where all of the other inmates went, if they stayed in the city or if they're trying to get out of the city.
They're probably out of the entire state. They could be in Mexico somewhere because, listen, they didn't realize that these guys were gone until 8:30, but they left at 1 o'clock. They got the entire night to go wherever they want to go. Like, you could probably, if you get into a vehicle, you could probably go 500 miles in that period of time, and nobody knows where you are. You could be anywhere.
I mean, there's lots of places to hide in Louisiana. There's no question about that. But full-scale press, manhunt underway to try to get these inmates back because, as you pointed out, Sandra, some of them are very dangerous. We don't know if they've managed to arm themselves since their escape. But you could bet, given what they were in jail for, that they are people that you don't want to encounter.
Okay, so a little more information here from the sheriff's office on the one captured inmate, Kendall Miles, currently back in custody. He's being rebooked at the facility for a new charge of what they're calling simple escape. The deputies found him hiding underneath a car at a local hotel on Royal Street. He was in a parking garage at the hotel, John. He was then transported back to the jail by the Louisiana.
He probably was in there sleeping. That's probably what he was doing. He might have been a homeless dude when he was out in the street.
State Police. The remaining individuals are still being actively pursued, and our deputies, in collaboration with local and state law enforcement, are working tirelessly to locate and return them to custody. The sheriff's office also says there will be a briefing top of the hour about 16 minutes from now in front of the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. That obviously will be a moment where we hope to get more information on the search for these inmates, John.
All right, we'll look forward to that coming up.
All right, so there we go. That's what's happening with the 10 escaped inmates, 9 still on the run. You saw the little hole they were able to escape through behind the toilet in the actual jail. They were able to get out, scaled down the wall, ran across the interstate, and who knows where they are right now. They said, consider these guys to be armed and dangerous. Now, as I close, I want to say this. Yeah, they got to fix that jail, don't they? Because how are you going to escape? Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody sees you. You're not noticed until the morning count. Hey, we're missing a few guys. Where are they? Now you got a whole probably nationwide manhunt, or at least statewide. But again, if they've been gone for this long, because let's put it in a little bit more context. Okay, they weren't even noticed to be missing until 8:30 a.m., but they had left at 1:01 a.m. It's now about 5:30 p.m. So you're talking about the whole day then gone by. They will be probably on the run for weeks at this point. You might not catch them again. But I think that jail more certainly got to get upgraded. Let's get some motion detection software. Let's get something, a pit bull chained to a fence, something to alert that you got some escapees getting up out of the jail. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about this story? How do you think 10 guys escaped a jail at night, breaking through a wall, literally, and nobody knows anything until the morning when they do the count? Is this, I mean, clearly inside job, but how do you think it was done? Did the guards that were on duty just happen to go to sleep? Were they shopping on Amazon? Did the camera in front of their still stop working? That might be Epstein. But hey, it could have been the same thing right here. They might give them a script and say, okay, here's what we told the Epstein people to say. Y'all say the same thing. Is that what's going on here? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is really crazy. Clearly an inside job, but is there no oversight, no security on the outside? So if there was security on the outside, they had to be in on it as well. What was in it for them? Was there a big payoff? Who gave these guys monies to pay off the staff? Are the staff the relatives? What's going on here? If y'all know anything about this and whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.